Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So today we'll start chapter 9th of 8th class polity and CRT. So this chapter is about public facilities. You can have a look at this picture that's given in the right side, and in the left side two people are there. That is Amu and Kumar are traveling through Chennai in a bus. As they go around the city, they observe the water facilities available in different parts of Chennai. So this is house of Ram Gopal in Anna Nagar, and this one is house of Padma in Saidapet. This is a room rented by Shiva in Madipakam. Okay, and this is Mylapore, and this is the way through which the water is given to the local people. So, water and the people of Chennai. This unit explores the government's role in providing public facilities and implementing laws related to market, factory, and walking condition. It aims to connect this role to fundamental rights and related issues. So, in this chapter, water as an example is used to discuss about public facilities, emphasizing the importance of equity in water availability, affordability, and quality. In the upcoming chapter, we'll discuss about government's role in regulating economic activities through laws, focusing on the Bhopal gas tragedy as an example of lax enforcement. The chapter also highlights the connection between environmental issues and economic laws, emphasizing the accountability of manufacturers and government to workers and citizens. So, senior government officials in Anna Nagar, Chennai have tap water for most of the day. But when water supply is insufficient, they contact a municipal water board for a water tanker. Subramaniam's apartments in Mylapore suffer from water shortages, with residents using brackish borewell water for toilets and washing. Water is purchased from tankers, with residents spending up to Rs 500 to 600 per month. Shiva lives in Madipakam and gets water once in 4 days, but cannot bring his family to Chennai. Padma lives in a nearby slum with no bathroom or tap connection and waits long hours for water tankers. You can see how in the left side women are in a queue to collect water. Okay, next one is about water as part of the fundamental right to life. Water is a fundamental right to life in India, as it is an essential for life and good health. It prevents water-related disease like diarrhea, dysentery, and cholera, which kill over 1,600 Indians daily. The Constitution recognizes the right to water as part of right to life under Article 21, ensuring universal access to water. Court cases have held that right to safe drinking water is a fundamental right, with Andhra Pradesh High Court restating this in 2007. Other essential facilities like healthcare, sanitation, electricity, public transport, schools, and colleges also needed to be provided for everyone. The government's role. Public facilities are essential for the well-being of many people, such as education and electricity supply. The government plays a crucial role in ensuring these facilities are made available to everyone. Private companies which operate for profit may provide public facilities like schools and hospitals in large cities, but at a price that only some people can afford. This means that the government must ensure that these facilities are accessible to everyone, ensuring that everyone benefits from them. The government must ensure that public facilities are made available to everyone, as private companies may not be interested in providing these services. So in the right side, we have already discussed about them in the first page of this chapter. Amu and Kumar, they argue that public facilities in slums should be provided as part of right to life for all citizens. The government's revenue comes from taxes collected from the people, which fund various public facilities such as agriculture, industry, power, transport, science, education, health, and rural development. In the left side is been given, buses are the most important forms of public transport over short distances. It is the main link to workplace for majority of the working people. With rapid urbanization, the public bus system, even in major cities, has not been able to keep up with the demand. As an alternative, the government has planned ambitious metro rail projects for Delhi and other metropolitan cities. Rupees 11,000 crore was spent from the government budget for the construction of the first segment of the metro rail in Delhi using the latest technology. People have pointed out that this massive expenditure could have been avoided if only a fraction of this amount was spent on upgrading public bus system. Would you agree? What do you think could be the solution for other regions of India? Let me know that in the comment section below. Okay, so water supply to Chennai, is it available to all? The government is responsible for providing public facilities, including roads and electricity distribution in cities like Delhi. Private companies can deliver some services, but the government must ensure they meet their commitment to providing these facilities to all people at affordable prices. The minimum rate for municipal water in areas increases with water use, and taxes paid to the government vary. The public bus system, crucial for working people, has struggled to keep up with urbanization. The government has planned ambitious metro rail projects, but some argue that a fraction of this could have been spent on upgrading the public bus system. Water supply in Chennai is severely limited, with only half the city's population meeting its needs. The poor and middle class rely on private methods like digging bore wells, buying water from tankers, and using bottled water. Access to safe drinking water depends on one's ability to afford it, with the wealthy having more choices due to the booming market in bottled water and water purifiers. Rural areas also face a greater shortage of public water supply, with many private companies buying water from nearby towns and villages. This has led to a drastic drop in the groundwater levels in these areas, highlighting the need for universal access to sufficient and safe water. So, in search of alternatives, Chennai is facing water shortages and acute crisis due to the expansion of private companies selling water for profit. This is a common issue in other Indian cities, where the supply of water per person is sent by the Urban Water Commission. However, there are many instances of private water supply, and there are areas in the world where public water supply has achieved universal access. In Porto Alegre, Brazil, the city's water department has achieved universal access to safe water, reducing infant deaths. The average price of water is kept low, and profits are used to improve the water supply. The working of the water department is transparent, and people can have a direct say in deciding which projects the department should take up. Water supply in India has faced challenges due to privatization, leading to increased costs and protests. However, some success stories exist within government water departments. Mumbai's water supply department raises money through water charges, while Hyderabad has improved revenue collection. Chennai has taken initiatives to increase groundwater levels. Private companies are used for water transport and distribution, but the government decides the rate and permits operations. To improve water supply, it is important to conserve resources like water and electricity and use more public transport. This is about extending sanitation facilities. India's sanitation coverage is lower than water, with 68% of households having access to drinking water and 36% to sanitation. Sulabh, a non-government organization, has worked for 3 decades to address sanitation issues, constructing over 7,500 public toilet blocks and 1.2 million private toilets for 10 million people. Sulabh contracts with municipalities or local authorities to construct toilet blocks with government funds, with maintenance costs sometimes financed through user charges. So, what is the conclusion of this chapter? The Indian Constitution acknowledges the right to basic needs such as water, health, and education as part of the right to life. However, progress has been slow due to supply shortages and distribution inequalities. Solutions should consider every citizen's right to these facilities, providing them in an equitable manner. So, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for today's class. If you want, you can have a look at the glossary section of this chapter.